start off this Rise Up Family show, Monday Night Madness, y'all. Like and share the show. We're gonna start it off by doing this because we gotta give props to the folks who are making it possible right now. OnPoint Network, shout out to you. And also, we want to shout out our sponsor. We want to shout out our sponsor right here. Here it is. JJ Antique Furniture Refurnishing. We want to make sure y'all know that they specialize in building customer furniture, refurnishing wood work, as well as antiques. Been doing this for 20 years. That's right. Put some respect on their name. They've been doing it for 20 years. Very vet friendly. Oh, yeah. You know what to do. You see it right here. And as you see it right there, make sure you support. All right. That's what we're about, supporting. Boom. First topic on the docket tonight. First topic on the docket tonight is Ezekiel Elliott. I'm gonna say it. You might say HIPAA, but HIPAA don't apply to me, especially when it's meeting and it's already been leaked. Ezekiel Elliott and others, Texans players and Cowboys players have been diagnosed with COVID-19. My question to you guys tonight is real simple. Is this the beginning of the end of the NFL 2020 season?
Yes, it is.
Starting with you, Kellen, for the culture, and shout out to Ron Thomas, who just walked in the building. What's good, Ron, from Talk Your It?
What's up, man? What's up?
What's goody?
I think we can. Go ahead, Ron. My fault, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I really think yes and no. And what I mean by that, if they find a way to test everybody when they first come in, you know, all their teammates, then we will have a football season. But if they cannot find a way to test everybody, then we won't be having one.
Well, right now they're saying they're testing everybody every 2 days when they come in. When they'll say everybody 2 days. But I feel like how it's going, like playing football, man. You put your hands on somebody, it go pass the coronavirus around. So I think I really think it should be no season. I'm a football fan. They call it cancels for the year, man. For real. Like I don't think it should go on. Like I got brothers and sisters in the community that need corona tests. They go test every player every 2 days instead of testing my people in the community that need the same help. Say if not the Wisdom Ballot. Well, say one of the stars get coronavirus, or one of the quarterbacks get coronavirus, they'll get a test before I get a test because they're NFL superstar. That's not really right. Like for to be 100, like that's not really right. So like NFL can wait. I think college football got to wait. NFL got to wait. I'm a big football fan. I want to see football play, but like I think you gotta wait, man. Honestly.
Well, I'm gonna say this in a nutshell. I think you guys have the right idea. I really honestly think safety needs to come before sports. And as much as we love sports, all those sports folks out there, listen very carefully. The climate that we are in right now, with everything, to be very honest with you, now that more people are turning up sick, this ain't the first superstar to turn up sick now. He really ain't the first one. I mean, we had a couple in the NBA. We had Donovan Mitchell and Jazz players turn up sick. And a plethora of others. I'm actually going to look up a list during the show of all the athletes that have gotten COVID-19 so far. And I really want to say that these leagues need to do a better job of handling this situation. I think some of them have done really good, but there's other leagues that have, and we will talk about this later in the show, that have not done everything possible. And then as an entirety, hold on a second, Ron. As an entirety, I also think that we should have got on this earlier. We should have definitely jumped on this situation earlier. And that would have made a whole lot more sense as far as sports is concerned because I know there's monetary gains to be made for television contracts and the whole 9 yards. But because we didn't jump on this fast enough is the reason why I honestly think that we need to take our time when it comes down to putting these athletes in danger. Ron, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It seems like more people worry about playing sports than staying healthy.
Very true.
And I don't want to put people on blast, but if that were me, I would not be playing right now. I would not be going to training camp right now. Basketball or football or baseball or soccer or...
He's a soccer.
I mean, any sport right now. Now, be honest. Like Dre said, let's keep it a buck. My health, when my health comes to... No. I don't play about my health.
Well, how do we feel about what y'all seen what Jackson said about the players that's taken away from? We come back right now. As far as the NBA, we come back right now and take away from what we're really fighting for. What we're really kneeling for. They said they want to have sports going on, but if we do that, they're trying to blind us to the fact that we kneeling for a reason, we fighting for a reason, we having protests for a reason. They're trying to have us to go. Oh, sports is back now, so we ain't got to worry about that no more. That's taken from the court, for real.
I think.
Hold on, Kellen for the culture. Kellen for the culture, my brother. Are you alluding that they're using sports as a smokescreen to?
Yeah, I think they are. Honestly, I don't think like that, bro. I'm keeping the 100 because it's a different show. Like, I think they're trying to like bring sports back to get us to keep off this rioting. They say we bring sports back. These brothers go to basketball games before they riot. They'll go do this before they riot. We can still keep it the same. But my man Steven Jackson said, "Yo, that's nonsense, man. They're trying to take us away from what we believe in and what we're fighting for the wrong reason. So we go migrate the wrong way and go a different direction. As a people, that's what we do, though. We go talk about football, talk about basketball, but it's really about BLM. All lives matter, but it's about Black Lives Matter too. Like, we'll go a different direction and talk about the playoffs in the NBA Finals and what's going on with that. That's not where it's at right now. It's not the right time for that,
man. I think he is. I think he's doing it the wrong way, but he got a good cause for it. You see what I'm saying?
Who we talking about?
No.
Adam Silver.
No, the one that was standing up for people.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. I think, and I've been saying this.
I gotta throw some music on this.
I've been saying this.
Go ahead.
One, Colin should have never got fired. Well, blackball from the NFL. Two, he better than, let's be honest, he better than half of the all of the backups in the NFL. Three, this man a starting quarterback without a job. And we put most of the starting quarterbacks to shame in the NFL right now. Do I need to keep on going? Because I'm heated over the whole situation.
Come on with it.
I feel like Colin Kaepernick, he told people back then what it was, and people they were not listening to him. Now, the commissioner of all people, maybe we should have listened to him. But it's too late now. It's too late now.
It's never too late, bro, for real. Like, it's never too late to make a statement. We can always stand up, but it was just like...
I mean, the way the commissioner going by it, he should have told Kaepernick, look, we're going to keep your job no matter what back then. The commissioner was listening to the president of the United States that don't know nothing about sports whatsoever.
Correct.
Don't know nothing about sports.
I think honestly, that back when it happened, when he was like trying to stay out the way of that. He was trying to get in that front of that puddle before it got downhill. Now it's going downhill. It was like kind of late for you got to step in front of it now to start the snowball. But he's like, I'm not gonna. He said, I'm gonna step out the way, put my hands up the way, try to avoid it, and then. But now it's coming to foresight, coming to light. It's like you gotta say something now, bro. Especially after what Drew Brees said last week, and with other black players saying in the league not being a race. But I don't see colors. I see money and money.
You brought a good point because a friend of mine the other day asked me. He was like, "Ron, you don't look at colors, do you?" I said, "No. I look at how you treat me."
I see green money. Blue money and green money. That's all I see.
That's what I look at. How you treat me.
Let me read these comments, y'all. Let me read these comments.
They're going in the comments. I'm reading them now. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Let me read these comments real quick. What's up? What's up, Deborah Beatty? I see you. You're in the house. That is not nice. Marcus Betts, what's up? Robert Leader said, buckle your seatbelts. Yeah, buckle your seatbelts. You know what it is. It's about to get real. Donovan Samuels, what's up? By the way, my Zoom code, y'all know what it is. 872-711-8027. Let's get it. You know, come on the show. Absolutely. And like and share the show. You know, I got my brothers in the house. I got Kellen for the culture, and I got Ron Thomas. I got Kellen for the culture and Ron Thomas in the house. What's good? Rise up, family. What's good? OnPoint Network. All right, we got Robert Leader. They can play in hazmat suits. That is hilarious. Don't play around yet. Yo, his logo is literally hazmat. The hazmat side. Hilarious. Hilarious. What's up? I got family and visitors in the house too. By the way, I want to shout out while I'm on the network right now. I got Jeremiah, the champ that runs the camp, in the building with Grace. Grace is in the house. Grace, what's up? And you got the right hoodie on. We will talk about the Buffalo Sabres a little later in the show.
What up,
shout out to you. It is nice to meet you.
All right. What up, Dalton Smith?
Absolutely. What up, everybody is watching right now. Dalton Smith said, I'm doing okay. Thank you. How about you? We're good. Ray Francis, what's up? What's good? Boom. Eagles and Cowboys officially done. We'll talk about it. Did you see the injury rug, Scott? We will talk about that too in Q&A segment. By the way, before the show ends, we will have a Q&A segment, all right? Dad said, you mean Stephen A. Smith? Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. How could I work in a retirement home in the last 3 months with no cases of coronavirus? It's a blessing. Yes, it is, Chuck Thomas. However, these athletes and millionaires don't follow guidelines and they think they're invincible. Oh, boy. We will get to that. Yo, I'm white as hell, and when it comes to the football season, that's what I start talking about. Ray, show you right, Ray. Brian, what's good? Cat better than who? Please tell dude has not played in 4 years. Oh,
he's talking about Ron and Cap. He's talking about Kaepernick and Ron. We know. I just said we know that, bro. We know, but he still deserves a chance, though. Get him in a shot. That's what we're saying.
All right, let me right click real quick. I got my brother telling me to right click to make sure this thing is public. I hope you guys can see this right now. I hope you guys can. I'm reading the comments right now, so I'm hoping everything is going well. Chuck Thomas said Blaine Gabbert took cap job. LOL. I don't know about that.
To be honest, when you don't got no wide receivers and tight end, of course you're gonna look bad.
Hold on though. Let me get to some more of these comments. They hot and juicy in here. 90, what's good, 90? Hey, I see you. Frederick Wilson said negative. He said, y'all talking about my squad? No feelings, please. Said Ricky Wells. You got Brian said Cap is doing more important things right now.
He is.
And then y'all, we know this. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move right along. Move right along in the show. So yes, obviously, these athletes are starting to catch what is COVID-19, and that is no joke. I'm telling you right now, there's no joke, no game about that. These athletes got to stay safe, follow the guidelines, because if you want a season, that's what you're gonna have to do. And my brother from another mother just came into place. We got Love Show's host Frederick Wilson, the second in the house on Monday Night Madness. Oh, you here in Monday Night Madness? What's good?
What's up?
What's up, man?
I just tuned in. I know you want to change subjects, but hold up. Y'all know I rep that empire. Y'all was talking about Kaepernick. To the dude that said Blaine Gabbert took his job. Like, first of all, don't forget Kaepernick was injured.
And don't forget, that year, a lot of people retired on that team.
Right. Exactly. We had a mass exodus the season before Tom Sula took over. So the team that Kaepernick
Blaine didn't take his job.
Hold on a second. Talk one at a time, y'all. One at a time, y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we had a mass exodus before Tom Sula took over. So the team that Kaepernick was really like, okay, this is your team, was not the same team that went to the Super Bowl. Now, I am on record. I have been adamant of saying I did not like Colin Kaepernick as our quarterback. I believe Jim Harbaugh made the wrong mistake. I was like, Kaepernick is, at the time, he's kind of a one-trick pony. He's nice with that read option, but once defenses figure that out, what else can he do? To that point, though, if we're going to sit up here and have the audacity to fix our mouths and say that there are 64 people that are better than Kaepernick in the NFL, that's blatant falsity. Like, yes, Colin Kaepernick was not an elite quarterback. He wasn't, but to say that there's 64 people that were better than him and the reason why he never got a job was because he was a bad quarterback, no. We all know that he didn't have a job because he had the audacity to stand up for black people in America.
What I said, he better than the backup.
Exactly.
Some of the starters in the NFL.
Exactly. He was better than some starters, but he damn sure better than, he's mostly better than a lot of these backups. Like, why is Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't he just set a record like the first person to throw a touchdown pass for 9 teams? You mean to tell me Ryan Fitzpatrick can be on 9 teams, but Kaepernick can't be on 2?
Right.
You mean to tell me that Sam Bradford can get Sam Bradford, Mr. I can't stay healthy. Kellen, man, what you always say, your best ability is your availability. Sam Bradford is for not being available, but Sam Bradford gets signed 3 times. Mark Sanchez, how many teams was he on? Blaine Gabbert, how many teams was he on? Like, we can go through a laundry list of these little white quarterbacks that get recycled. Every time somebody need a quarterback, they popping up the same little names of dudes that you know they're going to go in there, have a decent first half, have a crappy second half, stink it up for 2 weeks, be out of football, get re-signed 6 months later. But y'all expect us to believe that Colin Kaepernick didn't at least earn a shot at being on another team? Come on now. I just had to get that off my chest. We can move on.
All right, sounds good to me. Monday Night Madness is getting real, y'all. I think I'm fired. Yes, he is on fire, and this ain't NBA Jam. Listen, I want y'all to like and share the show. I apologize about the privacy. So don't get mad at me. The privacy has been fixed. I appreciate it. Thank you to my brother Tom Casey for telling me about that because I doggone sure didn't know about it for a hot minute. Thank you, Tom Casey, by the way, for letting me know that. Now, we're going to get into this because I see some foolery.
I see a lot right now. Can I go first?
Hold on. Matter of fact, we're going to take this section by section. Obviously, you guys know that this is the AFC North and South, NFC North and South. First, we getting on this first. We're going to read the first one off right here. The Baltimore Ravens, 14-2. Is your prediction for this season? 14-2.
No.
You got the Cleveland Browns, 9-7, 3-3 in the division. You got the Steelers, Steel Curtain.
No.
Black and yellow at 7-9 and 2-4 in the division. And you got the Bengals, those Putty Cats. Those Putty Cats. Hard part of Putty Cats. 6-10, 1-5 in the division. Do we have an argument about this right here?
Yes.
What is your argument?
My argument is Pittsburgh should be number 1 in that division. Then the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
That's my argument. Now they call it 100.
What?
Because the same defense were in their past playoff, they got ran over by 1 man.
Who did?
Baltimore.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, do what I said: Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, then Cincinnati.
I'm gonna say Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati too. I'm gonna say Baltimore.
I got B more Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Cleveland, just because they Cleveland, like I don't know if they built their franchise on the Indian burial ground, but they just can't get right. I don't care who playing Cleveland, they just can't get right.
Stop it! I can't believe. Stop it!
I'm just saying, since they came back in '99, every case in point, last season, the Browns should have started off. Was it last season or the season before? They should have started off 3-0. But the Cleveland thing that can happen. You tie Pittsburgh, I don't know. They cursed or something. They are Cleveland till further notice.
No, what happened that they cannot kick a field goal. Let's be honest. Cleveland were in those games last year.
Cleveland will lose games in the most Cleveland way.
Right.
Like you go back to like the fumble, the drive, I don't know what is on the shores of Lake Erie that they done tap into or something, but Cleveland just can't get right. So
maybe they need to move again.
They needed, or maybe just move them to the other side of the city or something. Like maybe y'all should move the stadium to Akron and just be like, a lot like the Jets and the Giants, like we play in East Rutherford, but something, because Cleveland just can't get right. I don't know.
You ain't right. I can't believe you, Indian. You know what? I'm not even repeating that. I'm gonna let that get by, just to get by. Okay? I'm gonna let it. Listen. 90 said I'm in Buffalo. That's what's up, 90. Never said Dre. Don't quote me on this because I'm terrible with dates. But the NFL said the NFL was supposed to start September 10th. Is there any truth to this? Yes, the NFL did say that they were supposed to start September 10th. That is very true. But you better be careful. All right, anything can change in the next couple months. Slow the spread, said Robert Leader. Absolutely. Cap had 2 seasons, good seasons. Ask Dre about when he burned Green Bay. Yes, I remember. Yes, I hear this all the time. Don't you dare.
No. He had 2 good seasons, but he was playing with arguably the best roster in the league. That's what he had. So yeah, like logic would dictate. Like you got the best roster, you got the best supporting cast in the league, arguably, you should ball out. You're gonna go to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship game.
Okay, is that the case? What happened to Baltimore last year? Oops, too soon.
Hold on, Ron, hit him with it, Ron. Hit him with it, Ron.
I ain't got that. My theory is this.
No. Hit him, Ron.
The people waiting.
That's right. The people waiting. The people waiting.
Last time I checked, the Baltimore finished on top. That was what? In the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. What was they in the playoffs?
It was one and done like the Buffalo Bills.
But
running back Diamond Duck. That's why.
But
hold on, Ron. They didn't just go to the play. Did they go to the playoffs and go one and done?
They were making all they noise about Baltimore, but what happened to Baltimore?
I mean, y'all gotta say this though, because they had the bye, they had the first round bye.
Man, don't give me that.
But then the last 2 weeks, they didn't really have to play hard. So they
hold on, Ryan. Let me talk. Go ahead, Frederick.
Like they had the first round bye. The last week they had already clinched the first round bye, so they didn't play hard. The week before that, they didn't really go hard. So that argument, rest versus rust, it had been about a good 3 weeks since they had played a meaningful game. I'm not taking anything away from Tennessee because Tennessee went over and ran all over them boys. But I'm saying that could be a factor.
I'm not
could be a factor. All right, so we're gonna look at this again. We're gonna look at this one more time. I'm gonna show everybody right now what we're talking about.
Wait a minute, Dre.
This right here. Hold on. Look at this right here. They got Baltimore 14-2, the Cleveland Browns 9-7, the Steelers 7-9, and the Bengals 6-10.
Where's the NFC East?
Oh, hold on. Oh, no, it's coming, Ricky. Don't worry, we getting there.
Because
they're not going
2 losses for Baltimore
right now, Dre. You ain't going 14-2. You ain't going
14-2. generous.
All I just trying to say, Baltimore did good last year during the season. Then they froze in the playoffs.
Yeah, like a Super Bowl, huh, Ron?
That was last year though, and now they got more film on these boys. They're not going 14-2. trust and believe that.
That's what I'm saying.
14
That's why I said Pittsburgh.
So let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick. First and foremost, Baltimore had probably their best season last year. Lamar Jackson has progressed from year 1 to year 2, right? So they got really, really good. Then the defense showed up. The defense showed up later in the season, only to go one and done. And now hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Ron. We supposed to believe that they're gonna win every game in the division, only lose 2 games this season, and go 14-2. But every single time you play a legitimate team, you lose. I mean,
okay. First of all, that's not true.
Except for the fact that they beat your 49ers. They did beat your 49ers last year.
Who Baltimore's safety is?
Earl Thomas.
Okay, did he do the Michael Jackson spin move in the playoffs?
Yeah, you know he did. You know he did, Ron. Hold on, but let's get to Cleveland. Let's get to Cleveland though. Cleveland 9-7.
Do we need to wait?
Yeah. We need to real quick.
Ohio football.
Yes.
Ohio football. Professional Ohio football is irrelevant until they prove otherwise. Because both them franchise, Cleveland is cursed and Cincinnati is just a garbage franchise. I say we don't need to spend no time talking about them until they prove themselves worthy. Just saying.
Well, I will tell you this: Baker Mayfield better show up this year, or if I'm Cleveland, I started making some moves because you got Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Njoku, you got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and
Hooper.
And you can't get 9 wins?
And Hooper. Who that?
Oh, yeah. And Hooper now.
Who that paid the top tight end in the league right now?
Yeah. And you got Hooper, by the way. And you better be able to get 9 wins. You better be able to get 9 wins. Do they make the playoffs? I mean, maybe because there's 7 teams now who can make the playoffs. They might make the playoffs.
No.
But why are we forgetting about Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh 7-9? Ben Roethlisberger is coming back.
Right.
That should automatically give them a win.
I got Pittsburgh ahead of Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I got
an argument why. Just because it's Pittsburgh and Cleveland, I got Pittsburgh ahead of Cleveland. I don't give a damn if everybody in Pittsburgh quit and they hired Keanu Reeves and the rest of the replacements. The fact that it's Pittsburgh, they automatically go ahead of Cleveland until proven otherwise.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Go ahead, say it again.
Because they are Pittsburgh, they automatically go ahead of Cleveland. I don't care who playing. I don't care if it's the replacements. I don't care if it's the squad from necessary roughness. The fact that it's Pittsburgh, they automatically go ahead of Cleveland. So Cleveland give us a reason to do otherwise. You are Cleveland. You are garbage. You're cursed. You are Cincinnati. You're garbage. I don't know what it is about the state of Ohio that cannot play professional football. The whole state of Ohio, just throw the whole state away when it comes to professional football. College football, okay, because you got them boys in Columbus. But professional football, throw the whole state of Ohio away. Just throw the whole thing. Throw it away.
I just want to say right now, shout out to my Ohio viewers right now. Do not don't take that from Ohio. I just want to shout out
Walter Reedfield from Ohio. Shout out to Miss the First Lady Ramona Dr. Steelers too. We love y'all, man. Don't
get mad now. Don't get mad.
What did Usher say? You can get mad if you want to. Say whatever you like. Go. You be mad if you want to. Prove me wrong, though. Prove me wrong.
I got Pittsburgh number 1. I got Baltimore number 2. I got Cincinnati number 3, and the Browns number 4.
All right. So let me read some more comments in the comment section. He's talking about Henry in the playoffs. Yeah, Brian, you know what he's talking about. Bungalows first place, LOL. When Henry ran all over that Baltimore D, yeah, that's what Brian J said. BJ, what's good, man? Brian, Robert, yeah. We talk about the comment section. Robert Leader said that's Cleveland's second franchise in football. Robert Leader said COVID-19 on the shores of Lake Erie. Oh boy, don't matter. No one's beating my man Mahomes, said Brian J. Ernest said the people waiting. Melissa, good evening, Melissa. Good evening. Brian said they had a home game in Baltimore and got stomped. Okay. Anyway, Melissa said, hey, hope you're doing well. Yes, we are doing well, definitely. By the way, shout out to my brother Ron Enix. We praying for you, my brother. I'm gonna put that out there right now again. Until you get back home, I'm gonna put that out there. Ron Enix, we praying for you, my brother. All right, no doubt about it. The family know, we family. We praying for you. All right. Put some lights and hearts in the air right now on Facebook. If you want Facebook Live, put some lights and hearts in the air for my man Ron Enos. All right. Now, Baker said.
Okay, everybody else got a chance to talk.
Hold on, Ricky. You coming right up right now. As soon as I'm done with these comments. Brian said Baker's a bust, dude. All talk. You know what? I ain't gonna say I don't agree. Baker is a faker. Yes, Baker is a faker. You know what? That kind of sums Baker up somewhat. How the hell you got the Texans winning 13 games? Heck no, they just traded their stud wide receiver. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Browns have Travis Steve Kurtz. Now, Ricky, what's good?
Okay, one question for you.
Oh, hold on. Shout out to Derek Crenshaw, by the way. He said the Denver Broncos. Now go ahead, Ricky.
All right, here's one question for you. Is this your list? Because I see Packers at 14-2. Is this your list? You homer?
Excuse me, sir. You know better than that. Just ain't my list.
Well,
Number two, I wouldn't even have put the Packers at 14-2. That's crazy. They did go 13-3 with a first-year coach, though. So I will get on that a little later.
That's more impressive than 14-2. They're all trying to be like the Vikings at 14-2 and the Tampa Bay with 15-1.
Ricky, you making me want to put music on. And you know what? I'm gonna do just that because it's hot in there. I gotta do it. I gotta put this music on.
You're gonna play Nelly for us now?
Oh no, I'm not playing that. I got some hey man, nice shot. That was a nice shot that you just took just now by my Green Bay Packers. It was a nice shot.
But my thing is though,
what up, First Lady? What up, Mother God?
If you get a legitimate number 2, I'll give you a 13. Not until then. Scantling is not the answer. Lassard is not the answer.
Let's move to the next division. Y'all ready? Let's move to the next division. All right, we're going to show this off right here again. For everybody that's just tuned in, you are watching Monday Night Madness right here with Andre the Torch Robinson, Kellen for the Culture, Ricky Wilms, Ron the Man Thomas, and Love Show's host, Frederick Wilson II.
I got a question for him, too. I got a question for him, too.
Now, the Texans 13-3. What in the world? I don't know who made this list, but they're crazy as hell. They're nuts. The Titans 12-4. Really? The Colts 8-8 and the Jaguars 7-9. I know somebody got something to say about this, so bring it.
They're giving Phillip Rivers and his noodle arm too much credit at 8.
Yeah, I go first.
That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead.
Put that list back up there, Dre. Please put it back up there.
You got it. I'll put it right back up there for y'all once again so you can see it again. Yeah. Absolutely not. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now. Absolutely not. There will be no 13-3 Titans. There will be no 12-4 Titans.
Because I joined with Richie. Richie told me last year Tennessee Titans were finna do that thing last year. I joined with Tennessee first place in that division.
What a joke. Don't y'all make me laugh.
I joined Tennessee, Houston, the Colts, then the Jaguars.
Hey, I got a question. Because the whole time that Phillip Rivers was out west here in San Diego, everybody was telling me how Phillip Rivers is such a stud and how he could be a Hall of Fame quarterback. Why y'all only got him at 8 wins? Ain't Phillip Rivers supposed to be that dude?
Because he's not that dude.
I ain't never seen it, but people keep supposed to be that guy. Like, I'm just curious. Like, I was just wondering if maybe that was a typo or if y'all.
Honestly, he got the noodle arm, man. If you watch a podcast on Rise of Family, everybody say he got the noodle arm. I disagree with that.
I ain't never gave a damn about Phillip Rivers. I'm like, he's a good quarterback. I ain't gonna say he's garbage, but y'all remember when Phillip Rivers was the only quarterback in that division? When the Raiders before Carson Palmer came back.
Smart quarterback. Yeah. He's a smart quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's a smart quarterback. He don't turn the ball over. He's not that guy. But with Frank Wright in Indianapolis, they got a good system with there. They got a good culture to go in there. And the guard they got him, Nelson. He might be okay.
Come on.
And so listen. Let me shout out. Hold on. Let me shout out my bro. The Alpha is in the house. Marcus Betts is in the house. What's good? Let me read some comments. I gotta read some comments now. We're gonna keep it going. We on fire right now. Shout out to Monday Night Madness and everybody who's on the panel. Put some likes and hearts in the air for them. Just like you just did for Ron Enix. Put some likes and hearts in the air for them. Phenomenal job they're doing on the panel, keeping it live, fresh, and real for y'all, all right? Melissa said, Broncos Nation in the house. Ramona died. The MVP, die-hard MVP, got a whole lot to say, and I'm going to read these comments. Frederick said it's a black jersey. Yes, that is an official, nice jersey. My brother, nice jersey.
Sir, repping that Las Vegas Niner Empire, you know.
You know what? All right. Driving but listening, said Ramona. Chubb and Callahan back, said Derek Crenshaw. Jade said, be careful. Prayers for Ron Enix. Absolutely. Hi, Jade. What's up? Texans 3-13. Yeah, sounds more like it. Texans
so
13-3. What a joke. Ramona said the Steelers 7-9. Laughing my mother. You know what she said. Okay. Titans go down week one, said Derek. Rivers is trash, said Brian J. Ramona asked me who came up with this list. You know what? It's embarrassing. I'm not even gonna tell you who came up with this sorry list. Because if I told you who came up with the sorry list, you wouldn't believe it. We went 8-8 with no quarterback. Whoever did this, they've lost their mind, said Dalton Smith. What up, my bro? He is now, by the way, the new co-host of the Wrestling Phenomenon show, Jaw You, baby. Shout out to my son, Jeremiah Robinson, and those who do that wrestling podcast show. Phenomenal job they did the other day, by the way. I'm shouting them out. Yes, I am going to shout them out. Not easy to do wrestling talk. So support. All right. Brian J said, Ben Trash, dude, close his eyes every time he throw the ball. Woo! Yo, Brian dropping jewels on the low, y'all. Dropping jewels. John Packer said, Vikings 9-7. They lost 7 starters. Thank you, John Packer. Thank you. Go Pack, go. By the way, John Packer, I see you. All right. Get back to this.
All right. Before you go on, I want to ask you one. I got one comment for Frederick here. You know how you said Phillip Rivers was the oldest quarterback in that division in the AFC West?
Only quarterback.
Well, isn't that the same thing now? Besides Watson, you give Iffy Watson what he can do with. So that means, hey Dennis, that means David Johnson's going to get his 1,000 yards, and you're going to look good in a Daniel Jones jersey. Go ahead.
I love it. I love this smack talk. Matter of fact, coming on here with some fire, boy. All right, let's get to the NFC North. Green Bay 14-2. Minnesota 12-4. The Bears, whose logo looked like a toilet seat. 2-14. The Lions. The Lions. They be lying. The Lions. They be lying. Dude, I've seen better Lions than Pride Rock. On Pride Rock with
oh God.
Yes, I've seen better Lions there. All right. Do we agree with this?
Nope.
Sure.
I don't trust.
Is that the prediction? That's the prediction for this year?
Yes.
I'm good with the Packers winning that division, but they ain't gonna have 2 losses.
Yeah, the Packers are not just losing 2 games next
They not gonna have 2 losses. Because first of all, unless y'all went to Target in the offseason about a run defense, y'all know y'all got us on the schedule again, right? Like y'all have yet to tackle one of our running backs.
Hold on. Watch this. See, I love when he talks smack because they won a couple games.
That ain't talking smack.
No. Oh no, this is Monday Night Madness.
Look, Raheem Mostert just ran by the house right now. Raheem Mostert still running on y'all.
You know what's funny? You know, he in Las Vegas. He ain't in Green Bay. Okay.
Because he done ran off because y'all ain't tackling him.
No. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something.
Y'all need something like Raheem Mostert on y'all. He doing laps around Lambeau.
Yes,
like this.
No. He ran laps.
You know what's funny about that?
Go with it.
Right, Kellen. You know what? They did their thing last year. I give them their props. But guess what? We made
I thought y'all winning the division, but yeah, y'all ain't gonna just laugh too long.
Sir, we made some divisions in the run game. Didn't we just grab Christian Kersey? Didn't we grab the like one of the best tacklers, tackling linebackers in the league? I mean, the man did have like 130, 40 tackles with Cleveland. I mean, or was you paying attention?
Hey, like I'm saying, I hope y'all pick some people up to run.
Which means he can tackle running backs. Which means don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna make some moves. Don't worry. Now, I don't think the Packers are 14-2, by the way. Yeah. I think the Packers will be 12-4. I think they get Minnesota slot. I think John Packer was absolutely right. I think folks are going to think that the Minnesota Vikings somehow are going to pick it up from last year without Stephon Diggs. And then you got Adam Thielen now is what? Your number one. You got who did they pick up in the draft as a wide receiver? Jefferson? Okay. Well, guess what? Sir, you're going to drop to about 9 wins. I'll say 9, maybe 10. You're not winning the division. Neither is the Lions. I told you, Pride Rock got a better chance of winning something than these guys. And Chicago.
Well, is it going to be Trubisky or is it going to be BDN?
You know what? Listen, we
I'm G-rating it.
We don't promote that on TV airways. But I think it will be Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles will be getting the starting position sooner than later when everybody finds out that Mitch is a Mitch.
Didn't they upgrade at tight end though over Trey Burton?
They got like 20 tight ends.
I'm sorry. Didn't they have Zach Miller, the guy who got injured a while ago? I mean, you're saying
what about Clement or whatever his name is from Notre Dame?
They got Cole Clement from Notre Dame this year. They got 10 tight ends though. They don't make no difference.
Okay.
They ain't got no quarterback. I know they ain't got no quarterback. Stop playing. Next team, please.
Yes. Thank you.
Get over yourself.
Thank you very much, Kellen, for the goal. Yeah, I don't see the Bears doing too much this season. In fact, I'm gonna go by what my man Devon, the professional Stanfield, said, and they better off taking Trevor.
It's okay. He gonna be regret what he said. If you're watching Devon, y'all all know what I think about Josh Allen. Josh Allen's better than Mitchell Trubisky.
We all know that though. There ain't nothing. That's
Everybody don't know that because
somebody down in the playoffs the last 2 or 3 years. 2 years. Like
Ray Charles to see that one.
Yeah, right. Big trials, and I can see that one. It's just the outsiders that don't understand football. They don't watch football.
Did we get to the best division already?
Let's keep the show moving, man. This is good. This is a great show. They're gonna be joining up.
All right, so let me read these comments.
Somebody just asked if we can get to the best division. I'm just curious which division he was talking about.
Excuse you. Watch your mouth.
NFC East. What do you think?
Watch your mouth. NFC West.
How the NFC East the best division when you win it barely above 500?
You can't blame me for having an S show head coach as my head coach. Can you?
I'm
G-rating it. Okay.
Hang on, Fred. I'll just say this: there's only a couple of divisions that every team in the division has. Every team in the division has a Super Bowl championship.
Okay, so we talking overall, or we talking about right now?
I'm talking about top to bottom. There are some teams. There are some divisions with like 2 teams that don't have a Super Bowl
if we're talking about championships, I think the NFC East has the most. So we talking about overall, but if we talking about like right now, that's what I'm questioning.
Everybody's talking about like how. Yes, I will admit it. The NFC East was terrible last year. Okay. It was, but when you look at
if you talk about franchises,
Cowboys have 5. Listen, Cowboys have 5. Giants have 4. Redskins have 3, and even the Eagles have 1. The worst team in our division has 1 championship.
So if you're talking about the division that has the strongest franchises, I'll give you that. If you stay in that, if you making that argument, I'll give you that. But you're talking about like the best division right now.
Right
now,
talking
about the division that has the most storied franchises, yeah, it's the NFC East. Okay.
I would definitely say
we just got to clarify.
Yeah,
just got to clarify.
Okay. The best division right now, the best division right now, without a doubt, I would say is definitely the NFC West, followed very closely by the NFC South. Right now.
So I agree with all that comment that you just said, Marcus, but the Rams. But the Rams.
I'm talking about
no, hey, FCC Airways.
Okay, Marcus, what's the best AFC conference then?
What's the best AFC division?
Yes.
The AFC North. The AFC North. Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Yes. Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Watch this. You said Ravens, Steelers, Browns, right?
Yes. That's the best AFC. That's the best AFC division right now.
Are you basing that
right
on?
Now?
Hold on. Are you basing that on right now, or okay? So right now, yes, I'm gonna agree with that. Right now, yes, I'm agree with that. I was about to say, because if we talking last couple of years, I'm gonna say that's a lie. I'm gonna say that AFC West was actually better.
Without a doubt. But I think this season the Chargers take a step back. I think the Chiefs will still be good. But when you look at that AFC North, and back in the day when it used to be the AFC Central, when you used to have Tennessee, Baltimore, and the Steelers all in the same division, I'm telling you, man, when you have teams in there, that AFC North, people are sleeping on the Browns this year. And I know every year we say, "Oh, the Browns, they'll be better." The Browns were only missing one thing last year, and that was a good coach. I think this year they have a better coach. And I think Baker Mayfield has a better year. Look, the man was the number 1 pick for a reason. He was the number 1 overall pick for a reason. So I think the Browns take a step forward. And I'm going to tell you.
Hold on. Let me read these comments. These comments is hot and spicy. By the way, Ramona said, "Hey, Marcus, my partner in crime on the Alphabets football show Fridays at 9 p.m. Y'all know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that as well. And make sure you download the OnPoint network. All right. After the show. All right. Melissa said, "Who was that talking to Frederick?" Then Brian J said, "Panthers 10 wins, LOL. Losing in nothing seasons. That's what the Lions stand for. The Packers will have that run defense fixed. It's okay, Trey. Mahomes will handle the faders like he always does. Mahomes runs the West. 49ers are done. Jimmy G. Trash, garbage."
I'm responding to that comment right now. I know.
I'll let you respond, but you got to be real quick.
I know the Broncos don't want no smoke from the 49er fans. I know y'all don't want no smoke. I know Denver. I know y'all don't want these problems. I know y'all don't want no problems.
Well, for 2 years, the 49ers didn't want the Giant problems either. So, or the Eli problems, I should say.
Which, man, look. Okay. Ain't
nobody. Hold on.
Ain't nobody worried. The Giants are Destiny's Child. It's Saquon and whoever's in the background. Like it was me playing them other girls.
You can say whatever you want. When we're kicking that butt again in the playoffs, don't come crying to me, all right? Have a nice day. Go ahead, Drake.
What'd you say, playoffs?
Nothing, Frederick, nothing. I'm muting your mic. I'm sorry, I had to mute it because I know he about to go off. Derek Crenshaw said Sanders gone. Brian J. Green Bay 4 losses. Said Derek Crenshaw, we coming for Mahomes. Robert Leader said Detrisket. Derek Crenshaw said Panthers over Saints. LOL, that's hilarious. Ramona said Panthers will be 3rd in the division. Stop that nonsense.
The Panthers. Whoa. The Panthers will be 3rd in the division.
Ever before.
Last. I think they're gonna be dead last.
Who said that?
Hold on. Ramona said that. We'll talk about that when we get to the slide. I promise you. Bears defense will get banged up from being on the field 80% of the time. Yep. Donovan said 126 viewers right now. The Torch and Rise Up are on fire. Yes. Thank you very much for everybody who is tuning in, who is supporting right now. Thank you again. And thank you again, I will say, to the family. All right. Thank you to the family. For those who are just tuned in, you are family as well. Come on and keep on supporting, man. This is nothing but positivity. We appreciate you greatly. Can't do it without y'all at all. John Paul Strickland said, don't sleep on the Falcons this year. Yes, you are right. And I'm going to bring up something in a second when we get to that slide about the Falcons. Because yesterday on Power 96.5, we had Stephen Means on the show. Stephen Means Jr. was on the show from the Atlanta Falcons.
Means, go from New York's own. My bad.
Buffalo's own. Shout out to Mookie Hawkins, too, by the way, for making that possible on the show. It was me, Mookie Hawkins, and Stephen Means. Phenomenal radio show yesterday. By the way, for those who tuned in, you can look at it on our page. All right. Emmanuel. Dago. Emmanuel said, yeah, it's the West. Derek Crenshaw said, NFC East is trash. NFC North has the best defenses. John Paul Strickland said, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Yes. Emmanuel said, best D, been West for a long time. Kellen for the Culture, always want y'all to like and share the show and make sure y'all continue to support the content on Rise Up and OnPoint Network. Tell me who's going to be Kansas City. Emmanuel said, now ask, dude, what division has the most fails in history in the playoffs? Ooh, that is a good question. Matter of fact, we're going to say that for a Q&A. We're going to say that for a Q&A. That's a whole other 30-minute.
Well, I can answer that Kansas City question.
I'll say this to Derek Crenshaw. I'll say this to you. Do you know that the Cowboys and the Broncos came into the league at the same time? The Cowboys and the Broncos came into the league, into the NFL at the same time. And you have 2 Super Bowls. So you want to say a fail? Yes, y'all have been better recently. No, you have 3 Super Bowls. I'm sorry. You won those 2 with Elway, and then you won the one with Peyton Manning. But
they won 2 with Terrell Davis.
In 60 years, you have 3 championships, and in 60 years, and we haven't won one in 25 years, and we still got 2 on you. So you tell me who's failed more.
Now, Marcus, you know how I feel about the Cowboys, so I ain't gonna want to cape up on that. But let me ask you this: has Dallas ever given up 55 points in the Super Bowl, or was that just Denver?
No, that was just Denver.
Yeah, you're not gonna come for me, Bronco Nation. You're not gonna do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And when you talk about fails in the NFL, how many Super Bowls did John Elway? How many times did John Elway get bounced out?
3, and none of them was close.
I don't really think you're in the position. Now the Broncos, I respect the Broncos. And if I wasn't a Cowboys fan or maybe a Steelers fan, I'd probably be a Broncos fan because that's the next team that's closest to me. It's an outstanding Pat Bowlen. He had an excellent franchise. But 60 years. We both been in the league 60 years. You got 3 chips, we got 5. So I'll put that, And in one of the Super Bowls, we beat y'all head up. Just putting that out there. One of our 5. We
just out there too. I want to shout out Retro Revolution real quick. Shout out to y'all real quick. Shout out to y'all. Just want to put that out there real fast. Thank you very much. Shout out to you. Derek Crenshaw said yes. That'll be your little secret, said Derek Crenshaw. Yeah, 20-some years, no NFC championship game. # Cowboys, said Emmanuel. Melissa said, Fred, you're a mess. Cowboys. Oh, Marcus Betts is talking stuff in the comment section. Yuri Burrows said Panthers 4th, Bucks 1st, Saints 2nd, Falcons 3rd. A lot of out of side of their neck said
no.
Yeah. Hey Frederick, didn't you guys beat like the Bengals and the Chargers that bad too, as well?
No. We squeaked out. We beat it was a good win against the Bengals the first time. The second time we Joe Montana had to come back. We beat the Chargers 49-26. But yeah, like there's not a word in the English language that really encapsulates what we did to the Broncos. I mean, 55-10, like That's not a beating. That's not even a whooping. Like it's even more than that. Like
it wasn't as bad as the beating. It wasn't as bad as the beating that y'all gave to the Chargers.
But I want to say this.
Aesthetically, the Charger one was worse, but mathematically, the Broncos. Thank you to Steve Tasker, Buffalo Nation. Thank you to Steve Tasker, because Steve Tasker kept Dallas from breaking our record of 45 points, biggest victory. Because if that Leon let us down, that would broke. So thank you.
Who's about Steve Tasker, man?
I'm gonna say this.
Steve Tasker kept Leon left from scoring. That kept Dallas from having the biggest margin of victory. We still have it against the dude who tried to say Jimmy G was against your Broncos, yes. And then Seattle almost won up y'all. So the Broncos, y'all done had the brakes beat off y'all 4 times in Super Bowls. Not the fact that y'all lost like 6, but y'all had the brakes beat off y'all, Bronco man.
Wait a minute, didn't the Ravens beat the Dolphins last year that bad?
No, I'm talking about the Super Bowl. We had the biggest margin of victory in the Super Bowl, 45 points.
All right, moving on, because we got a whole lot more to talk about and comments to read. Emmanuel said 39, 78, 27, 13, 102. Jimmy G is trash.
Yeah, I want to know where people get this Jimmy G is trash.
I just want to say one thing before you guys go on. I got to run, so I'm going to say goodbye now. I got to run.
All right, man.
Good night, guys.
Oh, good night, Ricky. Thank you for coming on.
And Frederick,
yes,
you never take me seriously, man. Never take me seriously. I'm a fire starter, bro.
Oh, I can't. I can only take you seriously if I see your team play in January.
You know what?
Well, we did it twice. We beat your goat.
Never mind. Raider Jimmy, what's up? Said there is no Broncos Nation. He said you got to go back. Then we got more comments in here. Oh my goodness! Wow. Stay out the 90s. Ernest Hollis said yawning. How many Super Bowls Browns been in, Fred? I said Robert Leader said enjoy this show and you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, y'all, appreciate it. Falcons third. Hell to the no. No. Eagles will not win the division now. No Brandon Brooks. Yeah, we'll talk about that shortly. 6 straight versus Cowboys. NFC South will be a tough division, and that's where I'm going. I'm going with, say, Yuri Burrows. Is there a call-in number? Ramona, you can call yourself right into the Zoom. 872-711-8027, honey. Call yourself right into the Zoom. Get your right on in here.
I'm going to say this. What team beat on the 49ers last year?
The Falcons.
Are we doing that? Okay. So we had no. Everybody showed up with brisket, so he must want this smoke. Okay, y'all got us. Let's see. We went to Baltimore in the rain.
Wait a minute. We ain't on y'all division yet. We ain't on y'all division.
Okay, we're coming back to that. We coming back to that. He brought brisket. I'm gonna bring the smoke.
You heard that one.
I got some heat. Okay.
Yo, y'all tight right now. All right, so here it is one more time, y'all. Here it go one more time. All right.
I'm
going to get to the next one. Y'all ready? Let's get to the next one. Now, we're going to start off with the 49ers. Why not? Because if you don't, I swear, I think Frederick will bust a blood vessel in his head right now. I see veins popping out of his head right now.
Can I put your
couple ball heads?
I'm gonna say that's
a couple ball heads in here.
I'm on your first, Dre.
We're not going 14-2. We are not going 14-2.
And that's what I was going to say, because it's a toss-up between Seattle, the Cardinals, and the 49ers.
Okay. So let me touch on, first of all, I think whoever wins this division, 12-4 is probably going to be the best. Whoever wins, it's going to be between us, Seattle. I think it's going to be between us and Seattle. I think the Rams are going to be better. I think we're going to get the end of last season Rams, not the beginning of last season Rams. The Cardinals are a question mark. The Cardinals. Kyler Murray looked nice last year, but show of hands, who's all seen somebody come out, ball out their rookie year, and then fade off? So he could be good. He looked good, but he also could be
y'all quarterback.
What about our quarterback?
I don't trust him.
Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to. That's fine.
Let me ask you this, Fred. I really want an honest answer with this.
Okay.
Is Jimmy G a top 10 quarterback?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But here's the thing. This is the thing that people don't realize. He doesn't have to be, because this narrative that it's a passing league is bull. The blueprint for winning champions is the same as always been: run the ball, play good defense, don't turn the ball over.
And
how did that work out for you in the Super Bowl?
Fred, I don't trust y'all head coach either.
You ain't gotta trust him. I see why you don't trust him. But
you gotta trust him because he will choke again this year.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
No. When you go 28-3, that's a choke job.
And he did it. He did
it. 10-point lead. That's 2 plays. You make it seem like we was up by 40 with 30 seconds left. We had a 10-point lead. That's 2 plays. Number one. Number two, we sat for 2 weeks and listened to everybody talk about how we had no chance in hell at stopping all the Chiefs' speed and all that, blah, blah, blah. So, in the Super Bowl, end up the way everybody thought was going to end up?
He did it, though. He choked again in the Super Bowl.
If you look at the play calling, the offensive game plan was the same the whole game. The only thing is the Chiefs played 1 or 2 more plays. Because here's the thing.
Y'all stop running the ball.
Wait. If Jimmy G hits Emmanuel Sanders on that play, who drew up? Shanahan. Jimmy G just overthrew him by 2 yards. I'm not mad at that. Every quarterback is going to throw. It's unfortunate, but it happens. But if Jimmy G hits that throw, who's got a Super Bowl ring right now?
So we talking about ifs. We talking about ifs. We talking about ifs.
Okay,
we talking about ifs.
Yes, we are. But the thing is, you don't talk about the coach. The coach drew up a play that works. That you can't always put that on the coach if the players don't execute.
Why can't you?
Because the play worked. Emmanuel Sanders was behind the defense.
You got to put it on the head coach.
That's not on Kyle Shanahan. That's not on Kyle. You can't put that on Kyle.
Fred, if y'all keep running the ball in the second half.
Thank you. Y'all would have won this.
Let me go now. If y'all continue running the ball in the second half, those plays, the one where Richard Sherman got roasted, do you remember that? When Richard Sherman got roasted?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, if you play, you have to play keep away with Kansas City. You have to. What happened is Shanahan got fancy, got away from running the football. It's not that hard. You get a lead. You jump on a team, and in the second half, once you get the lead, you run out the clock and you play keep away. It's not that hard. 14-year-old kids that play Madden, that's what they do. When they get a lead, they don't just keep throwing the football. They run the ball and they run the clock out.
That's okay. Well, everything you said is all fine and dandy. But there's also something to be said, dance with the girl that runs. When you running the same offense, the same offense that got you to the 10-point lead, and you continue to run that offense. Here's the thing. Bottom line is the Chiefs made 1 or 2 more plays than we made.
No, you don't. You run the ball.
Okay, first of all, you disqualified for this because your squad has the most embarrassing Super Bowl loss in the history of ever.
But my team got the W on the 49ers last year.
If you're up 28-3, I'm not throwing the ball for the rest of the game.
Exactly. Once again, who made that call? Who draw up the play? The 49ers head coach.
Kyle Shanahan.
Okay, y'all just signed him for another 5 years. For another 5 years, y'all just signed him, man, for another 5 years. So who crazy?
Little hypocrites.
Who crazy?
Wow. Wait. Let me ask you this. So you have a team that's in the cellar. Then you sign the coach and the GM. And then the first year they make improvement. The second year, the entire squad gets hurt. The third year, they win the NFC Championship. Why would you not re-sign him? Everything we are doing in San Francisco is going in the right direction.
Okay. I can answer you.
Why would you not?
Look, back-to-back years. Atlanta Falcons, who were on that team? The OC, Shanahan. He went to the 49ers, did the same damn thing with the 49ers. Blew a lead in the Super Bowl.
First of all, it wasn't back-to-back years. Like, Shanahan was not.
I don't care, but he still blew the lead. And you start doing what got you there, running the ball.
No, we didn't. The offense was
I
exactly
done.
the whole game. We had a
I
run
done.
pass balance the
You have
whole
a
game.
three-headed monster. I think y'all were the second. Who? I want to say. I want to say that the Ravens. Hang on. I want to say that the Ravens had the best running attack in the game.
Yeah.
You know
Say it one time. Say it one time. Say it one time. Because running backs are a dime a dozen. Yeah, three-headed running back with the same next two or three running back.
Guess what?
Kelvin,
everybody's mic because we're moving on in about 5 seconds. Go ahead, Mark. Just say the last thing.
I'm just saying, you got a three-headed monster. You were the second leading rushing attack in the league. You don't give it to a slightly a not top 10 quarterback by your own admission. You do not put the ball in his hands. You run the ball and you run out the clock. That's what you do.
You run the same offense you've been running the whole game that got you a 10-point lead. And then you also understand that a 10-point lead is literally 2 plays. People make it seem like we was up 28-3 with 30 seconds left. It was a 10. They had a 7-point lead.
Maybe this will be a little bit easier. If Golden State comes out, the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry comes out hitting a whole bunch of 3-pointers and they got a 30-point lead and it's in the fourth quarter, do you think they're going to keep shooting 3-pointers?
No.
Or you think they're just gonna dribble the ball up the court and run out the clock?
In a normal scenario, I'd say dribble. But with Steph Curry, you're probably shooting threes because Steph Curry's special. In a normal scenario, run out the clock. But with Steph Curry, he's special.
Very special.
He's special.
All right.
So Seattle, he can shoot wherever he wants to.
Let's move on. Let's move on for the 49ers. The 49ers done got about 20 minutes of my time. But you know what? Shout out to Frederick Wilson for being on the show. Thank you very much, sir. So we'll give you that on Madness this time. Next time, we're gonna have to give you the boot, the toilet flush, or the Price is Right. All right, because you talking too much about these 49ers and this 49ers.
Hey, I'm not gonna let people disrespect my squad. And Ron, I'm gonna come back to you about that Falcons.
Ain't nobody care about
I ain't forgot nothing. I'm gonna see you about that.
Don't see me.
Seattle 13-3. We believe that?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I think 12-4 wins the division.
That's what I'll say.
So they was 12-4 last year, right?
I'll say 12-4.
What's the call line, Dre? Somebody want to call in.
All right. So call line is this: 716-243-5669. All right. That's the call line number. All right. Now, moving on. The Arizona Cardinals, 6-10.
I say 8-8.
Nope.
By the way, I got a comment in the comment section that said, y'all better stop sleeping on this team right here.
I say 8-8.
Y'all better stop sleeping on them. You see it?
Here's the thing about
I'm sorry, you can't see it because I didn't put the share. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you anyway. Watch this. Y'all better stop sleeping on this team. My man says stop sleeping on them. You see that? Y'all better stop sleeping.
Lord have mercy, man.
That ain't no comment. You already know that. You already know that.
All right. Anyway, moving right along.
Matter of fact, let me say something. Keep sleeping on the Bills, y'all. Keep sleeping on the Bills. Don't worry about us.
We all gonna keep sleeping until y'all when y'all go and y'all play the 49ers and y'all play the Kansas City Chiefs.
Smack them boys down. Smack KC down. You gonna be like, I told you so. I told you so, Kellen. I know.
Kellen, I promise you, this whole season, I'll tell you what, when the Bills play the Kansas City and when they play San Francisco, please come in my inbox because I would love to take some of your hard-earned money and some more soda from you.
I can't do that, man. I'll be in your inbox.
If there is anybody out there that is questioning the Buffalo Bills right now, they should be discredited from talking football. Buffalo was the best team in that division last year. The problem is they mentally didn't know they were better than the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots mentally.
All right, hold on one second. We got somebody else in here. Oh, my bro. My line in the house. What up, Jerry?
What's going on?
What's good? Now, we will get to the Bills in just a second. Lord Jesus, y'all want to get to those Bills so bad. Now, Arizona Cardinals, 6-10. Do we agree?
No.
8-8.
8-8. I'm saying 9-7 for the Cardinals. I say that they have a winning record. I think that Kyler Murray will be this year's Lamar Jackson from last year.
Ooh.
He very well could be. He very well could be.
Good.
What I believe.
They got everything he needs.
He could also be Johnny Manziel. So you ain't never know.
You saying he'll be MVP this year?
No, but I think he has a chance to win. I'll say most improved player. Hell, he won rookie of the year last. He won rookie of the year. I don't think he should have won it. I thought Josh Jacobs should have won it. I thought Josh Jacobs.
Hold on, y'all. We got a caller from Texas on the line. Oh, sucky ducky quack quack. This is Monday Night Madness. What's good? Oh yes, you are live. You are live right now.
I gotta put these headers out here to rest for a little bit. So I want to say, first of all, I don't know what is the whole negative against Jimmy G. And when the man pretty much, like I posted down there, he threw almost 4,000 yards, almost 30 touchdowns, less than 15 INTs, and he still got 102, passer rating. And may I also say, the man, not only did all that, he did it with a team that clearly runs and still send him off the Super Bowl. So why is it so much hate against Jimmy G?
So you heard it.
No, I didn't.
I know who that is. That's Emmanuel from the comment section.
Before y'all address that, let me also add this. Y'all realize that last year was the first full season in the NFL Jimmy G has ever started, right? First full season with us, first full season he's ever played, and all he did is help us win the NFC Championship. So,
no, your defense is what helped you win the NFC Championship.
No, everything helped us. No, he helped. I didn't say he led us to the championship. He helped us win. Because that Saints game, go back and watch that Saints game. My man Jimmy G grew up in that Saints game. I'm saying he didn't lead us to the Super Bowl, but he also didn't carry him either.
What's the weak link? Fred, what's the weak link on the 49ers? And we're going back. What's the weak link on the 49ers?
Be honest. Now, the weakest link in our team?
You have a top. Hang on. You got a top. Hang on. Let me help you. Let me help you. Because I'm gonna help you. You have the second best run game. You have maybe arguably one of the top two tight ends in the league between Kittle and Kelsey. You have a top three defense. You have a top three defense. You have one of the best special teams in the league. So what is the weak link with the San Francisco 49ers?
One, Jimmy Garoppolo is the weakest
link. Hold on, caller.
Now let me ask you this. Wait. Let me ask you this. Whoever you consider the greatest team in NFL history is, something had to be the weakest link. Just because you are the weakest link doesn't make you weak. If you're the weakest link in a strong chain, you're still a strong link. Something has to be the weakest link.
No, you're not. Fred, answer the question.
I did.
What's the weakest link?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy is the weakest link on this team.
No, Jimmy G is the weakest link, but hold on.
But here's the thing. If you're the weakest link and the chain is still strong, you can be a strong link. Something has to be the weakest link.
Let me ask you this. Do
the Kansas City Chiefs have a weakest link? Yes. They are the world champions, the best team in football, but they have a weakest link. Something on Kansas City is the weakest link.
All right, let's go to the caller real quick.
If they quarterback and they chain gonna snap. They ain't gonna snap with their quarterback. They do, bro. They going back.
All right, hold on. Let's get to the caller real quick. Caller, what's up?
Here's my counterattack to that. People want, like I said, all right, well, just Jimmy played on a team that was right? But the thing is, what about Lamar Jackson's team? Now, he was doing these incredible things that we haven't seen in the league in history. And the team that they have on that team is pretty much similar to the squad that we have, except the quarterback on their team is a lot better than the quarterback supposedly we have in our team. The thing is, one team made it to the Super Bowl and the other one did. So that doesn't really define the excuse of, well, Jimmy G played on a good team. There was a reason why Bill Belichick wanted him instead of Tom Brady.
Yeah. Y'all know Bill Belichick was trying to build Walsh, right? Trying to build Walsh, like, yeah. Let me go ahead and get rid of Tom Brady 2 years too early, instead of 2 years too late, and I'm gonna keep the young kid. But Robert Kraft was like, no, I'm keeping my going. Yeah.
But that wasn't on Belichick. That was on Mr. Kraft because he loves Tommy. But back to your chain reference. What is from? We both grew up in the same town, Fred. Shout out to Derry Curry, right? Shout out to Derry Curry, close to Mexico.
Beach from the East.
The thing I always heard about a chain was a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Right. We all know that. But here's the thing. But what is, if Jimmy G is on, like, how many teams in the league, if I could tell you that your weakest link is Jimmy G's level, how many teams will take that? How many teams will take that? If Jimmy G is our worst player, come on now. How many? Let's be real.
Whenever you have all of those advantages, and your quarterback is the weak link on your team, that's bad. That's bad. That's like.
Wait. Whoa.
It's nearly as. You know what I like in Jimmy G too? Do y'all remember whenever the Bears went to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever again, I'm gonna act like you. What you're not gonna do is you're not gonna put Jimmy G and Rex Grossman. Jimmy G is the weakest link. That does not make him a weak link. Somebody has to be the weakest link. Everything has a weakest link. That doesn't make you weak. Does that make sense? Like, just because you have to block them.
There's been worse Super Bowl quarterbacks in NFL history than Jimmy G. I.e. Trent Dilfer, i.e. Brad Johnson, i.e. Doug Williams.
Hold on. You know what we got for all those quarterbacks? All of them. Every single one.
Let me just ask this final question. I'm going to ask this to everybody. Would you agree that there are franchises out there right now that if you tell them, if you could wake up tomorrow and Jimmy Garoppolo is your worst player, are there teams out there that would not trip and fall over themselves to take that deal? Yes or no?
No, that shouldn't be the question. The question
that is the question. That is the question. You can tell the franchise your worst player is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hell no.
Even bad teams, okay, have good quarterbacks, but they don't make it to the Super Bowl. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, first of all,
right now, if you could have Jimmy G or Dak Prescott, who would you rather have?
Jimmy G,
because he got a contract.
Jimmy G.
You rather have Jimmy G over Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
Jimmy G, he got a
contract. Wins. Who else? Doesn't Jimmy G already have more playoff wins than Dak Prescott? But what I'm saying is, I never said Jimmy G was a good quarterback. All I said was, off the team, if we have to pick who's our weakest link, it's Jimmy Garoppolo. But just because he is our weakest link does not make him a weak link. That just means that our team, somebody has to be at the bottom.
Hold on. No, sir. Jimmy G does not have more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Dak has 3 wins?
Yes, he do.
Yes.
So Dak has 3 wins. How many seasons? Wait. How many seasons does it take Dak to get 3 wins?
Okay, that's not the point. You just said that he had more though. Jimmy G only has.
I asked you that.
Okay,
let me ask you this though.
Dak has 1 playoff win. Dak has 1 playoff win.
I find it hard to believe that.
Dak has 1 playoff win. Jimmy G does have more playoff win, but what I'm saying is, if you put Dak Prescott on that team from last year,
so the only win that Dak Prescott was against who?
Seattle. Last 2 seasons ago, not this past season, the season before. They beat Seattle, and then they lost to the Rams the next week. He only has 1, and then he lost. And then the other time he lost in the first round against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. He only has 1 playoff win. But look at what is around. Look at what is around Jimmy G.
And if now you want to talk about playoff wins, who has more?
There's only
why are we acting like the Chiefs are garbage? Why are we acting like the Chiefs are garbage? Like why are we acting like we should have some type of shame because we lost to these Chiefs?
Hold on. Are we acting like the 49ers really shouldn't have been in 5th place last year? We're gonna act like the 49ers really shouldn't have been in 5th? We're gonna act like the 49ers really shouldn't. We're gonna Frederick, keep it real with yourself.
No, I'm saying I didn't hear repeat it. I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear it.
So we gonna act like the 49ers really shouldn't have been in 5th place last year and not first?
Oh no, we damn sure should have been in first place. We should have been in first place. Oh yes.
Yo, Seattle. Wait a minute. See now you're not keeping it real. Now you're not keeping it real.
We was in first place.
No, Frederick. Don't lie. You telling me y'all was in one pass interference in the end zone, missed call away from being swept by Seattle last year?
No,
huh?
We sure weren't.
No. Frederick, do I need to go play it again for you? Do I need to go pull it up for you? I need to go pull it up for you.
Pull it up. If you're gonna pull it up, you got to pull up the full 120 minutes and see that there's missed calls on both sides. That might be a No. Okay, so we gonna act like in every game.
Determine the game.
Every game they miss calls.
Frederick, did it determine the game? Yes or no? Did it determine the game? Yes or no?
Nope.
Wow.
Number 6 years of football. Good teams playing 6 years of football.
We gotta move on though. No, it's okay. It's for another time. We gotta meet. We gotta go through this.
Yeah. Go point to this missed pass interference call. Are you talking about the one on our linebacker? Where
one in the end zone? You know which one in the end zone?
Yeah. Where the linebacker was already in position and the receiver ran right into where the line.
Stop that nonsense.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the pass interference when he held.
Okay. No, wait. Let's go back to this. Somebody want to say something about Shanahan. How about this, Pete Carroll? You brought back beast mode. Beast mode scored 1 yard line earlier in the game. We know he can still do that. Maybe when Russell Wilson completes a pass for a first down on the 1 yard line, maybe you don't mess around and get a delay of game call. We're going to talk about coach. Y'all want to talk about Shanahan blowing the Super Bowl. Pete Carroll playing the division championship because Seattle should have won that game when Russell Wilson completed that pass on the line.
Yeah, go ahead, Emmanuel.
How do you get a delay of game? And the same coach.
Hold on.
I just wanted to say about Kyle Shanahan. I know Seattle got their Super Bowl, and that's what Pete Carroll does. But I wanted to say this on Kyle Shanahan's defense. Listen, the guy's only been on the team for about 3 years, and he already took him to the Super Bowl. Before that, Jimmy G, before he came in there, he was already playing on a really, really bad team. When he started drafting, of course, they got better. So what I'm basically saying is that there is a lot of coaches who are supposedly have loaded teams, and they play with multiple teams in over the years, and they can't even reach the NFC Championship game sometimes. Ed Reed was one of them. Jason Garrett was another one. Kyle Shanahan already did it in 3 years. So, I mean, if this already 49 team is already scary, and supposedly Jimmy Garoppolo is the weakest link, well, we're going to see what's going to happen coming down in 2020. But I just wanted to say that sometimes it just takes time. Some coaches get it done. Some coaches, Andy Reid took him forever for him to get it done. He had to take Philadelphia 5 NFC Championship games straight. He still couldn't go to the Super Bowl. It just takes time, but we'll see what happens. But I want to say this has been fun, and I'll call you guys another time, and you guys stay safe.
Continue to support it, Emmanuel. I appreciate you greatly.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right, now moving on. Darn it, we're getting out of the NFC West. Let's go to the NFC East. Oh boy, oh boy, Marcus Betts. Oh boy, here we go. They got the Eagles 10-6. They got your team 6-10. Oh shoot! And here's the worst part about this, Marcus. They said y'all gonna win 4 games in the division, which means y'all only gonna win. Let's go to the NFC East. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Whoever, look, this is why drug testing is so important at the workplace. It's very important. Anybody who thinks, if this guy thinks, I would love to see who made
the worst part about this, Mike. They said y'all gonna win 4 games in the division. Means y'all only.
If he thinks that the Cowboys are only going to win 6 games, then I would love to make wagers with this dude all season long and take some of his good hard-earned money because he's just trying to give away some money. I got the Cowboys at 10-6. I got them at 10-6. I think they got a schedule. It's always a battle against the Eagles. I say 10-6, 11-5. I think the Eagles are right there. It's going to come down to the Cowboys and Eagles, just like it does most of the time.
Got Dallas at 12-4.
Marcus, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Now, every year the same person don't win that division. Yes or no?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
We haven't had a repeat. I'm answering your question. We haven't. I don't think we've had a repeat winner since 2004.
Right. So, if I were you, I would not be sleeping on the Giants and the Redskins.
Well, with the Giants, I don't think that the Giants have the offense to keep up with the Cowboys. And with the Redskins, I don't trust Dwayne Haskins, and I don't think their offense is any good. Now, I think their defense is good. I think their defense is good. I think the Redskins defense is going to be. I think the Redskins defense is going to be top 10. I think the Redskins. But you got to score. You got to score points, and I think Dallas next year with CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and Zeke, if he ain't got COVID-19, but even if the Tony Pollard has to start 3 or 4 games next year, I think they'll be just fine.
But what I'm trying to say, they got the same thing. The Redskins got the same thing that the 49ers got. Let's be honest. Y'all good defense and somewhat quarterback. Yes or no?
Well, I'd like to interject something real quick.
Whoa. Are we really? Are we comparing?
Wait, hear me out. Because 2 years ago, they were winning the division 2 years ago when they had Alex.
Are we comparing Dwayne Haskins?
No, I said a somewhat quarterback. Did I just say that?
We're talking about their quarterbacks. We're talking about their quarterback makes a difference. Now, I don't think much of Jimmy G, but he's not. He's better than Dwayne Haskins.
But
okay,
all I just trying to say, the Redskins got good defensive line. They got real good defensive line.
The 49ers aren't just a defensive line. The 49ers, I just said, they got what on the Redskins is equivalent to Kittle, to George Kittle.
I said defensive line. I did not say the offense.
You can't just be a defensive line. What about their secondary? Yeah, they got an awesome defensive line. What about the Redskins secondary?
The Redskins actually have a good corner.
They have good corners?
I said a good corner. One.
Okay, so a good corner against CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper.
Nope. Again, that's not my argument.
I'm just saying,
that's not my argument.
If you want to be honest with you, I already said that the Cowboys were winning the division. I already said that. We ain't. That's just
the Cowboys winning at 12-4.
Yeah, the Cowboys probably.
You gotta make 12-4. And you're being more generous. You're being more generous than me. I got them at 10-6, 11-5. I think it'll be a battle to the end, just like it is nearly every year between the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah,
Whoever.
Definitely.
I think that's what's going to. I don't think the Giants are there yet.
The biggest question is going to be: is it going to be Zeke behind that line, or is it going to be Andy Dalton? Because not Zeke, Dak. Is Dak going to sign a contract before the season starts? Is he going to play if he doesn't get the money that he wants? And can Andy Dalton actually take that team to a playoff? I think he can.
Yes.
I absolutely think he can, but I don't think
anybody is sleeping on Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is on with that offense. Because look at all the success Andy Dalton had in a garbage organization like Cincinnati. Andy Dalton is a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's going to be the next MVP, but you put Andy Dalton with that offense, and also I think McCarthy's smart enough. He's going to understand we're going to give Ezekiel Elliott the ball. He's not going to put that ball in Andy Dalton's hands, so they're going to get a heavy dose of Ezekiel Elliott. And then when teams start to play the run, oh yeah, that's right. We do got all these weapons. And we got 2 quarterbacks, either Dak or Dalton, that can get them both the ball. So, like I said, my thing is I think Jason Garrett has been the biggest problem for Dallas the last few years. With that offense and Jason Garrett being gone, I got him at 12-4.
And I absolutely.
That's hard for me to say because I hate him.
Completely.
I miss Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett is my second favorite all-time head coach on earth. I I hate to say it, but I got him at 12-4. And you know I hate to say it, Marcus. You know I hate to say it.
I know you do. I know you do. That takes a
To
lot.
add to the whole Dak and Andy Dalton, how many games are we going to get out of Wentz? You can say the same thing for the Eagles with the QB. So we're going to see. Because you can't even take into you really can't, because Wentz is probably more likely to miss games than Dak. If we're talking comparing his injuries to Dak potentially holding out, I think it's a better chance Wentz gets hurt than Dak holds out.
Look, I just don't see. Look, running backs hold out, wide receivers hold out, quarterbacks ain't gonna hold out. Even look, if Dak Prescott holds out, his franchise tag right now is $31.5 million. Let's just say $32 million. You willing to miss $2 million a week? $2 million a week?
Not me.
$2 million a week.
But I mean,
he's going to play on the franchise tag. He's probably if they don't get a long-term deal, he's going to play on the franchise tag. And here's the thing about it: he's kind of betting on himself. Now let's just say, in a perfect world, that the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, or hell, make it to the NFC Championship.
Marcus, stop it, please, stop it, man. You know you playing yourself. Don't say that. You know you're about to pay that man.
Let's say that they make it to the NFC Championship. What is his leverage next year? What is his leverage next year? Because they got CeeDee Lamb for a reason. When you line up against the Cowboys, you gotta defend everything. What are you gonna do? You're gonna double team Amari Cooper now? You're gonna double team Amari Cooper? You're gonna put 8 in the box to stop Zeke? Good luck with that. So
I got on the 12-4.
I think the biggest issue with Dallas right now, to me, the biggest issue with Dallas right now is what the draft and what some of these pickups that they've gotten on defense is going to help. Because last year it wasn't the offense that wasn't producing; it was the defense that was losing games.
I love my co-host. I love my co-host.
Mono on fire right now, and that's why I turned on the music. She gets some music for her comments. Her commentary deserves some compliments. Now we're moving on.
And I do not like the Cowboys, just so you all know this. I am not a Cowboy fan at all, but at least I am a football fan, and I can actually look at teams respectively. I can say that the Baltimore Ravens are going to probably win the AFC North, and Cleveland Browns are probably going to come in second, okay? But that's just what they look like on paper, like they did last year, and they still didn't do any better than what Pittsburgh did last year. And we didn't even have a quarterback last year. So these people and that little list that showed us going 7-9 with Ben Roethlisberger back, it been at 75% of what he was in 2018 with the pickup of Claypool. Who are you going to double team on that offense as far as the receivers? So, yeah, at least I'm legit. You know, I'm not going to sit and bash Cleveland because, you know, on paper, Cleveland looked fantastic. Biggest problem they had, they didn't have a head coach. And I'm still not completely sold on Baker Mayfield in the NFL. We got to wait and see what happens with this guy. But with all the weapons he's got on offense, he should be able to take that team and beat Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I mean, facts. Their defense was, and Myles Garrett's back now, so that defense is back and intact. They didn't lose anybody. So Cleveland Browns are going to be a team to worry about, absolutely. And listen, Pittsburgh has had to deal with Cleveland and Baltimore twice a year, every year since they've been in. And, you know, people want to talk about not respecting each other's division rivals. I respect the hell out of both of those teams. Cincinnati, not so much. Even if they were good, I still couldn't respect them that much. But I would give them their credit. People are not understanding what Dallas did in the offseason and with this draft. They built that defense up. They knew what happened last year. The defense is what kept them from winning games. It wasn't the offense. And now that they've got CeeDee Lamb on there now, I'm like Marcus. Who are you going to double team on that offense? Who are you going to double team on the receiving core that Zeke ain't gonna run it down your throat when you're double teaming somebody.
Well, I just wanna make one comment as we move on to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East because that's what folks have been wanting to talk about for a second. Ramona, my only thing with the Dallas Cowboys is that secondary. Y'all ain't got no secondary. You better go get somebody and quick.
Well, I think picking up trade everything that they did this offseason was
Trayvon Diggs. I'm going to
Trayvon Diggs had a first round grade. 6'1" cornerback.
Yes.
I'm not saying he's going to come in there and shut things down.
Marcus, have you seen some of the footage on Trayvon Diggs?
I have.
Oh,
he's got a lot of work to do.
Yes,
without a doubt. But getting roasted by Jamar Chase. Okay, let's keep it a buck in the words of my good friend Devon the Professional. Shout out to my man.
That's my word. Sorry, don't give Devon that credit. That's my word.
I'm sorry. I was trying to give the Dimple some credit, man. Leave me alone, man.
You know what? Dimple ain't here. Darn it.
But look, Jamar. Let's keep it real. Jamar Chase will probably be a top 7 pick in the 2021 draft. So to get roasted by him, I mean, cornerbacks get roasted. It happens. Cornerbacks get beat. But what does Dontari Poe have left? What does Gerald McCoy have left? And I think they have a lot. Clinton Dix at safety is definitely an upgrade over whoever his name was.
Jeff Heath.
Huh?
Jeff Heath.
He was terrible. He was a terrible man. All they need to do is be like top 15 defense with that offense, and they'll be okay.
I mean, with Trayvon Diggs, it's not that I wouldn't say he can be good. He has the right traits. He has the right things, the God-given stuff to be a good corner. He just has to put it all together. That's really what it is with him.
That comes from coaching. And let me tell you something. Yep. Here's the other thing that people are missing on. Mike Nolan. And Mike Nolan, and you're a 49ers fan for it. Mike Nolan's going to change life for that defense. I'm telling you. Mike Nolan and Jim Tomsula on the defensive line. Mike Tomsula on the defensive line. My wild cards on that defense are, and I know some of y'all are going to laugh when I say this, Aldon Smith. That's my wild card over there. So we'll see what happens, though. But let's get to them Bills. I want to talk about the Bills.
Real quick, before we do that, I got to take off. I appreciate y'all, gentlemen, Miss Ramona. Before I go, my take on the Bills.
Watch your mouth.
11-5.
Okay.
Easily the best team in that division.
Better watch it.
Easily the best team in that division. 11-5, 12-4-ish. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Make sure on Fridays y'all watch Fred on the Love Show. They talk about a lot of relationships and stuff on there, relationship type stuff. Make sure y'all tune in there, man. We support one of our Fred is new to the Rise Up family. You got a show over there on the Love Show with the lovely ladies, with lovely co-hosts. Make sure y'all checking that on Friday nights. For y'all to check out the Alphabet's football talk show on Friday nights with myself.
Y'all watching Fred? Watch Kelly for the course. I'll be there too Friday for the show too. For the Love Show.
Oh, and the Love Show. Hey, the Love Show also talks a whole lot about like community things going on. The George Floyd incident. The Breonna Taylor incident.
It's unavoidable right now.
We talk about a lot of different things on the Love Show, so they're more than just about relationships.
Yeah.
So
hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot.
Right. I'm gonna with this. What you're not gonna do is disrespect Jimmy G the way y'all been doing. On that.
And on that note,
get your ass out of here. You gotta go.
Muted him. He keeps trying to praise Jimmy G. All right, getting to the Bills. 14-2. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
11.
Can I start with the Bills? Can I start? That's disrespectful to the Bills. Even say 14-2. That's like disrespectful for real.
Very disrespectful.
That's
I think
disrespectful. It's like
I
that.
think Bills are going to go like 11-5, maybe 12-4.
Ramona,
Well,
we
let's
are.
But I'm
say
thinking 11-5.
10-6, 10-6 at best. It depends on how the season goes, how we shut it down in the season. But 10-6 at worst. Wild got play up in the AFCs.
Watch
I
this.
think they sweep.
Watch
I
this.
think they sweep the Patriots.
I
This
believe
should be
that
real
too.
interesting to Marcus, though. This should be real interesting to Marcus because Marcus got a nice little way to a rookie up.
Yeah, Marcus talking crazy though. I don't know what Marcus gonna say.
Watch this. Sir, you want to explain the fact that the Buffalo Bills on here are 6-0 in the division? That's what they think. 6-0. You want to explain that?
And that same person also said Dallas was going 6-10. So really, whoever made this list, man, whoever made this list needs to go get his eyes checked and get drug tested for real, man.
I think he needs to see if he's still got a brain. Actually,
Yeah.
So the Dolphins 7-9.
I see the Bills 5-1 in the conference. I see Marcus winning that wager. I see Marcus winning that wager. I see the Bills 5-1 in that conference. I see the Bills shutting it down in the season, losing that last game of the season and losing that last game. Honestly, that's not being the homer. It's not being the Bills fans. Like I just see them shut it down. We go rest our players and we go play the last game against. I think it's the Dolphins or the Jets. Whoever. I think it's the Dolphins.
Wow. You already know that we are almost 2 hours in, and that is crazy because our show is almost coming to an end in about 10 minutes. But we're going to talk about these two divisions real quick. We're going to get these done, and then I want to thank everybody who has tuned in. I got some comments to read, and we'll go from there. We got a lot of comments to read. Jets 4-12. Wow, why the sudden silence? Yeah, I just went dead.
And they got the Patriots going 3-13, and that ain't gonna happen. That will not happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Just the Jets just keep losing seasons, huh? That's what's going on. They just keep losing seasons. That's what's happening.
Didn't they go 8-8 last year?
Yeah, the Jets went 7-9, I think.
7 either way. Yeah, either way. I don't see them going backwards.
I think whoever made this list has mad cow disease and COVID-19 to go with it.
They said
milk them.
They said with the Jets is just in the season again, just in the season. Like they're not making the playoffs. You can forget about it.
So I got a question. I got a question real quick. Do we all agree the Bills should win the division?
Easily.
Bills by a long shot. Yeah, I don't know 14-2. That's strong, but
not 14-2. Not 14-2. But we should win the division.
I don't think that. Look, I'm going to tell y'all this right now, and in the words of my good colleague Dennis Holmes, ignorant thinking. I'm going to do a little ignorant thinking right now. I think that the Miami Dolphins are going to have a lot to say in that division, and I think, and I do not see Bill Belichick just laying down and dying. I just don't see it. The way that his mentality. I'm just telling you. Look, and it's different. It's different for the Bills, and I think the Bills have a hell of a team. That's not to take anything away from the Bills. I'm just saying it's different when you go from hunter to hunted. Everybody who plays a bit, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When people just don't look at you on the scale and say, "Oh, that's an easy win." We're playing the Bills.
Listen, I agree with you, Marcus, because if Stidham can't do it, that's when Cam Newton gets a job.
Cam goes out before that.
If y'all think that the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick is on a mission, he is hell bent to show that he can win without Tom Brady. If you think that he's just going to lay down for a lottery pick, you are sadly mistaken. Those boys will be well coached. They're not going to be as explosive. They still have a hellacious defense.
I think Jared Stidham with Bill Belichick can win at least 6 games. I have full confidence Jared Stidham can do that with Bill Belichick.
It's going to be a very simple game plan. It's going to be a lot of Sony Michel, a lot of Damian Harris, a lot of James White, and the tight end that Harrison Bryant, I think the tight end that they drafted a couple of really good tight ends.
They drafted Asiasi from UCLA, and I forgot who the other one was.
Was it
I didn't like
Harrison
those
Bryant?
picks too much just because there was better tight ends on the board, but they're still okay tight ends. They block a little better though.
I like the safety. I like the safety that they drafted out of Division II. I can't think of his name.
Kyle Duggar, from Lenore Rye.
Kyle
Duggar. I like him.
I think their defense is still going to be good. I think you're going to see them revert back to when Brady was early in his career. Everybody looks at Brady now. They look at him as the GOAT or whatever, just throwing the ball all over the field. Whenever Tom Brady took over, when he first took over from Drew Bledsoe, it was a very simple game plan. Run the football, dink and dunk, play excellent defense, don't turn over the ball, play good special teams. That's what you're going to see them go back to.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to the last division, AFC West. And then we are going to read a couple comments. We're going to thank everybody for tuning in. Man, get ready for next Monday. We didn't even get through half the topics, but guess what? That's what happens when you got great sports content, great sports talk, great sports analysts, great sports hosts. That's what happens on Monday Night Madness, man. You got Jarrett from Pylon to Pylon. You got Kellen, Marcus Betts. We got Ramona Dye in the house. We had Frederick Lewis in the house. We had Ron Thomas. We had Ricky Wilms. Man, listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Listen, Kansas City 15-1.
No.
I'm going to read a comment real quick. Chuck Thomas said, darn, more Patriots talk than Bills. Sir, you know there is a whole entire Buffalo Bills every Sunday. By the way, every Sunday at 8 a.m. there is a Buffalo Bills show. It is the Buffalo Bills edition of Rise Up Early, where you can talk about the Buffalo Bills for a whole entire hour with me, Mookie Hawkins, and my co-host who coming home soon, because I believe it for sure, and I hope everybody else does, Ron Enix, all right? Kellen for the culture is waving because you know he for the culture. Look at him with the Bill hat on. That's an official hat too, by the way, bro. Chiefs 6-0, 15-1. I don't think so. I think the Chiefs go 12-4, 13-3.
Kellen, get with me on where you got that hat. I want to get one for Ronald Enix.
Is this for Ron Enix? I got you though. I am at you, first lady.
Right.
And I got Ron Enix hat right here.
Yep. Actually, I won 2 hats that night. You can send both of them to him.
Oh, I got the other one in here too. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yep, the other
Shout
one.
out to my brother too, man. Shout out to my brother, man. I don't want to mention to shout out to my brother by knees, man. For real. Love, bro. Love.
How about the Raiders 9-7?
That sounds about right for the Raiders.
I think that Raiders, I think it all depends on what Derek, not David, aimed at my buddy there. I think it all depends on Derek Carr, what he is actually going to do, whether he is going to be able to take advantage of some of the moves they made in the offseason. I think they could very well go 10-6 in that division. But I still think 8-8, 9-7. I just, with the move, I think it's going to give them a little bit of a jump. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get past and lead that division.
So Brian J said they went 6-0 in the division. Oh yeah, I know.
Chargers 2-14.
I still think 13-3. But go ahead, Pylon to Pylon.
2-14 for the Chargers.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's insane. They have one of the best rosters in the league, and Tyrod Taylor can win more than 2 games with one of the best teams in the league.
I don't think the Chiefs.
And if it's not Tyrod, I think Justin Herbert
either.
can too. That's crazy to me.
I can see him like
3-13 for Denver's crazy too.
Yeah, that's just it. Look, man. Whoever made this list, man. Number one, they've stopped a lot of the quarantines. Go to the eye doctor, bro. Number one. Number 2 is go to NFL Network and watch some of the games from last year. and watch this past draft, and then come back and tell me if you still feel the same way.
All right.
Make this list.
So, with that being said, as you heard, we don't agree with this list. We definitely don't agree with the last couple. The Chargers 2-14, the Broncos 3-13. I don't agree with those either. The Raiders 9-7. I mean,
I don't mind that one.
I don't mind that. Kansas City, I think, will be 13-3. Make sure y'all tune in to Monday Night Madness. By the way, there is something I need to do. There's two things I need to do. One is shout out to J&J Antique Furniture Refurnishing. Shout out to them. All right, they specialize in custom furniture for 30 years, 20 years plus now. All right, make sure y'all support small businesses right here. All right, you see it?
Yep.
You see the email, the phone number, all that good stuff. All right. Last but not least, while I swap over.
Big dog. Big dog. There was Mafia in the house. Big dog.
I wouldn't
Get well soon, Ron Enix.
I wouldn't be right if I did not. I wouldn't be right if I did not pay homage. Show respect to my brother Ron Enix, man. All right, put some likes and hearts in the air for him. Ron Enix, we want you to come home soon, man. We love you. Straight up. No doubt about it. I want everybody to continue to support each other. All right. That's what Monday Night Madness is all about. A lot of people focus on the madness part, but the madness part is unity. A lot of folks coming together. That's the madness part of this right here. So continue to get mad. That's what I say. Continue to get mad. By the way, next week, because this week we got wild. Next week on Monday Night Madness, my brother from another mother, Friday nights, Marcus the Alphabets will be kicking off Monday Night Madness. He will be kicking off the show Monday night. Yes, I just sprung that on him. Look at his face. He will be kicking off Monday Night Madness. All right. He will be leading the show for the first hour. We didn't get to do it tonight, but we will next week. I promise you. We're gonna have a good time in doing so.
And since you springing surprises and stuff up on people, Kellen for the Culture, you're gonna be joining me for that first hour too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's only for the culture. I'll do it. It's only for the culture.
Since people want to start springing surprises and stuff on people.
It's cool. We bring them out. We bring them out. That's what we do. We bring them out. Let them show and shine. Step up. Each one teach one. We be ready. It'll be a great show. It's a great show tonight. It'll be a great show next week.
In two weeks, this week we got Chuck. We got Buck Flair this week on the Alphabet shirt. On the Alphabet show, we're gonna discuss the NFC South going depth. We're gonna spend the whole show up on that. And in 2 weeks, I got Jared coming on. He's gonna be with me, and we're gonna be discussing the AFC South in 2 weeks. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to that.
Don't forget about your co-host now.
First lady. You
she don't no invite. You know, first lady.
Listen, we don't call you the first lady for nothing.
The first lady to rise up. You was invited. You were on every show.
It's a fact.
That's an unspoken word right there.
And you want to know something, Miss Di?
What's that?
You haven't been for. I've just been checking to see. You ain't met your contractual obligations for 2 weeks.
You show up.
Oh, I mentioned Lucky Flyer last Friday night. Oh, no. I mentioned Lucky Flyer last Friday night, and I just said it 3 times now. So
that's right. There you go, Ramona. Tell them, making up for it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Monday Night Madness. Thank you very much. We ran out of time. We love you to death. Ramona died. Kellen for the Culture. My man Pylon the Pylon. Jared. My man Jared Mother. Marcus the alphabet. And you know who I am. We'll see you.